Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. All right, y'all. It is episode 117 of the Homeroom with Smooth podcast. How are y'all doing today? If you're watching on YouTube, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. If you're listening on Amazon, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts and the other podcast platforms, make sure to leave a follow. Heck, leave us a review. You know what I'm saying? I'd love to hear your feedback. And with that being said, I'm just gonna jump right into today's episode. Today's episode is about connections. Okay, it's about it's about connections and like how where they lead in like valuing your connections with people and like maintaining good relationships with people. And because I think I can safely say I'm very good at maintaining relationships with people. However, I would say my downside to maintaining relationships is because somewhat of like I just wanted relationships, you know what I'm saying? Like as far as like interaction with people, friendships, associates, all that. And I value the connections and friends, like at face value of what that should be instead of treating it what it is. Um, which you can get really caught up on. You know what I'm saying? I would highly advise you don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Treat the situations as what they are. And I think a lot of that is just me like having like a bit of like kind of like a little bit of like separation anxiety, or just wanting people to be around. But it's not like I'm not loved or anything like that. It's just like I just want people around. Like I just want to experience more people. Um, and I think that's part of why I like traveling so much and I like going different places because I always get to meet new people, and it's always like refreshing and interesting to like learn new people and learn how they work, how they move, how they operate, how they think. Um, and that's like and that I find like really really interesting, like how people think, because as a lot of people, I don't think a lot of people know how I really think. They think they know how I think, but I don't think they know how I think. Because it's this like a there's like a stages of processing. And sometimes I avoid going to the next step because I want things to stay the way they are. I want to maintain this as long as possible. But I've learned that again in doing that, this is just me reflecting on my own life before I get into um, talking about other people, because I think it's very important that I talk about myself first. If you're gonna talk about anybody, always talk about yourself first. Deal with yourself first. Um, in doing that, I've um, hmm, let me think of the best way I can say this. I think I have always overvalued and always been the bridge repairer, the person that's always fixed the bridge. And I've learned that when I'm not, that a lot of relationships and friendships and different things that I had only being maintained by me. They only functioned because of me. They only existed because of me. Like if I did nothing, nothing happened in it. Nothing happened in it. Nothing ever changed. Nothing grew. Nothing positive came from it. Um, yeah, nothing positive came from it, and I think I've learned a lot of valuable lessons in that. Um, yeah, and not turning a blind eye to different things that, what I'm saying, like you don't like, but I would do that all in the main in the efforts of like trying to be what I called a good person and good friend. But their people weren't good friends back. That's basically what it is. But anyway, to get into the bread and butter of the video, And why I said it's why it's who you know and not what you know, because every time I've went forward in life and everything's good, it's always because of one, me putting forth in on the best ever possible, you know, and the healthy effort and maintaining my space and my bubble and being the best version of myself that I can be, um, unapologetically. Um, two, maintaining like just good, like just saying hi, like I've never understood why people just can't say hi. Like just speaking to someone every day, you know what I'm saying, goes a long way. You know what I'm saying? When you want something to be done, when you want something to happen, when you need something around, you know what I'm saying? It it matters. It matters. It matters because then they have a face to the name. You never want to be that nameless person. You know what I'm saying? Or not nameless, that faceless person, excuse me. You don't want to be that faceless person where nobody knows exactly who you are. And you know what I'm saying? Like they just know your name on an email, you know what I'm saying? They just know your name maybe because you're the person that does XYZ at your job, or they know you just as your job title. You never want to be that person. You always want to be something. You always want to be identified as you. You know, you want people to reach out to you and say, "Hey, I know you." You know what I'm saying? And they mention your name. They mention you by name, and they when they see you, they go, "Oh, hey," you know what I'm saying, back. Um, you want to build build those build those relationships like that. Let me change that to that. Oh, I hate that one. Yeah, there we go. That's the one I like. So anyway, to continue though, with what I was saying, um, like in the workplace, you want to reach out to people, talk to them, whatever, not just for the sake of just networking, like just be cool, like that's it, just be cool, and God forbid you actually are necessary and needed at your job, like you actually like work pretty good, like people who interact with you well, like that's gonna go a long way. Um, Also, like on the non-work side, and maintaining your relationships with people and getting to know people, um, get outside, get outside, get outside your comfort zone. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody doesn't have to be the one that speaks to you, because the people that speak to you might not be the people that you need to speak to. I'm going to say that again. Like, the people that you let speak to you aren't necessarily the people that you need to speak to. Okay? Because of where you are right then in that moment of your life and who you attract might not be the people that you need. You know what I'm saying? But if you are living in your purpose and you're on your journey and you're moving forward, you're going to speak to the people that you need to speak to. Your circle is going to have the people that you need to have in it. You're going to build those connections with people that you need and want around. You know what I'm saying? Like everything's going to be mutually beneficial. Um, there's really not going to be no bad blood. There's not going to be no like weird energy coming off situations, because you know what I'm saying. Like it, you want a relationship that's built and grounded in trust, honesty, and respect. You know what I'm saying? If and flat out, I'm gonna just say this: if they don't respect you, they're you can you can become respectable, but it's not going to change um how they feel on some level. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe you know what I'm saying. And sometimes people can grow to respect you, but 9 to 10, if somebody already don't respect you, you know what I'm saying, they're already coming with a different type of energy, and And a lot of times it doesn't change, and a lot of times you don't need that. You don't need that in your life. You don't need that in your life. Um, and there's no place to be disrespected at all. There's no place to be disrespected. Like and even in that, in connections and maintaining with other people, um, don't think you're too big to talk to someone or like fail anything like that, because the same person that you didn't speak to could end up being like bigger than you one day, or more popular or popping than you. Like, popularity does not matter. Like, just be a good human being, because that one person that you think less than of might have the skills you need to take, you know what I'm saying, to take you in their life to the next level. Like, you know what I'm saying, like, if y'all were to connect and work together, y'all could probably do something crazy, but you too busy worried about being cool. You know what's cool? A well functioning business. You know what's cool? Like, you know what I'm saying, getting your ends together. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. Having a functioning business, that's cool. Or whatever it is like that you're working on or doing. Like, y'all could work together and be something that's 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 greater. That's greater, you know. And you wouldn't know that if you didn't connect. Um, which I'm gonna keep reiterating on. Um, and to go back to something I mentioned earlier, um, like burnt bridges, for instance, right? Like, you're in a situation, you know what I'm saying, you're disrespected, or the friendship falls apart. You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking like just regular connections. I'm not talking about no relationship stuff or whatever, because I'm single. Okay, I'm single. I'm single. I'm not giving relationship advice, because I have none. I have none. I'm just me. I'm out here. So we're talking on a friendship level, like burnt bridges, right? Like, you don't have to go fix that. And that's something I really had to like deal with a lot, is not going to go fix it. I'm very like solution, what I'm saying, driven. Like, oh, let's just go fix it. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Like, let's fix it. And I'm a doer. Um, but sometimes I have to pause and I have to think and go, okay, why should I fix it? Do I need to do this? Is this advantageous to me? What value is this going to bring to me? Because sometimes that very bridge that's burned is the thing that saves your energy and like refreshes your spirit, and you're able to like fully develop into the person that you're meant to be. Because you would have never grown had you have had all these other plants around you. But now that you've been uprooted and you've been set down on the side by yourself, you can actually start to grow and actually start to flourish and to bloom into what you're supposed to be. But I think a lot of people, they don't, they want, myself included. Um, you want those connections to last. You want those connections to forever be what they are, what they were. And it's okay if sometimes like things just grow apart. It's okay. It is what it is. Trust me, you'll make new friends. Like, I can say for sure, like, one thing I've learned, I don't have a shortage of friends. That's one thing I don't have a shortage of. I do not have a shortage of friends. I do not have a shortage of people that fuck with me. Like, don't don't have it. And I'm really, really, really happy about that. Um, I'm really, really happy about that. I'm really proud of that. Um, that that there are a lot of people that value me And I've spent a lot of time reaching out, you know what I'm saying, trying to do things with people that or be around people that I just it was never meant. It was never meant. It was never meant. And sometimes some things are seasonal. Sometimes things just it just lined up right and everything was good in the moment, but it's okay if, you go a different way, you know, because that's the direction your life's going, you know. I'm trying to think what else with connections that I want to get into. Um, I think that like with networking, like do it in person, get outside. I know a lot of people they're doing it online nowadays, and that's pretty cool. But I want to say like sometimes you don't know who you're really connecting to till you actually like hang out with them, and don't you know what I'm saying? Don't ignore. You know what I'm saying? If you are on some relationship stuff, don't ignore no obvious signs, man. Get the heck up out of there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yo, that's a red flag. That's a red flag. Like, get up out of there, you know? But a lot of times people just ignore the red flags and just keep pushing. They're like, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? They ain't bothering me right now. You know what I'm saying? But eventually they're gonna run out of they're gonna run that other person off. The other person's gonna stand their ground. They're gonna have boundaries. Um, and yeah, you're gonna. Hmm. Oh yeah. I just had something come to my head just now. Like with I think if you work on yourself, like mentally and emotionally and spiritually, physically as well, you will attract the right. You will. But why by attract, I do not mean you're not doing anything. Like people have to stop doing that. Like nothing comes for free. Like if you want something good, you're gonna put something in. You're gonna put some level of effort in to make that work. It's not just gonna just automatically work for you. Um, you know, it's not gonna automatically work for you. You have to put in a certain level of effort to where that person now wants to give back to you as well. You know what I'm saying? They feel just as invested in the relationship. It's like I like the same like I like the example of like it's two people, you're on an island, right? And it's deserted, and to stay warm y'all need a fire, right? And so, let's say I start the fire, right? I started, it's going good, and it's the other person's then job to then put a log on it, you know, or vice versa. Let's say he or she they started the connection. All right, cool. They started the fire. Now it's my job to add to the fire, and as y'all keep adding, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna stay burning. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you collect some stuff and you kind of just set it off to the side, and that's your experiences, that's your history. You know what I'm saying, that you built with that person. That's your rapport. Um, and yeah, and just commit to that. Like building the relationship together, building that fire together. Because once it becomes one sided, somebody's gonna become burnt out, and once that person becomes burnt out, like what the level that they bring to it is not gonna be the same, and so the fire could probably possibly die out. And sometimes when the fire dies out, it's impossible to start another one. But it might be raining, it might be damp now, you know. Um, but yeah, that's what I was. That's all I really had to say this episode. Um, if you've been liking the content, you know what I'm saying, let me know. Reach out to me on Instagram or something. I would love the feedback, or you just leave a review. I'll read those. Make sure you rate the podcast, but yeah, I read the reviews. You know what I'm saying, and I'll respond to them. Um, Also, don't forget we have a Discord server. Uh, if you're listening, we have a YouTube channel so you can watch the podcast if you're interested. Um, for the YouTube people, we got a podcast audio. So if you're in the car and you can't play it on your phone, that's fine. Just get the audio cord. You know what I'm saying? Just get the audio. You know what I'm saying? Download it from wherever podcast app you like to use. I really don't care. I'm not pushing one over the other ones. I just want people to tap in and tune in and just feel comfortable. This has been episode 117 of the Homeroom with Smooth podcast. Thank y'all for watching. Later.